Ottmar Ludwig Mergenthaler.
A watchmaker, I think, by profession, watching clockmaker, so he was used to dealing with precision engineering work.
If he built pieces and parts for a wristwatch, they had to be exactly right. You couldn't have them a little too big, a little too small. You're not going to keep time that way.
He takes night courses in electricity and mechanics and starts to realize that he's going to be drafted into the Prussian army.
He did not want that to happen. His parents didn't want that to happen. And they finally made some arrangement where he was sent out of the country.
He comes to the United States in 1872. In fact, he comes off the ship called the SS Berlin, where he came over in steerage with a wooden suitcase. And it was at a place called Locust Point in Baltimore, where some years later, he would have his own factory.
He made something that was right, and you could repeat it exactly the same. And there's a lot of watchmaking qualities in that linotype machine.
He was the creative genius behind this. Somebody else gave him the germ of the idea, but it was his genius that made the linotype and made it successful.
Son of humble parents, apprentice clockmaker, immigrant, skilled craftsman, inventor in 1886 of a machine that revolutionized an industry, a machine that pulled the mind of humanity forward 1,000 years in the space of a generation.
The linotype gave you the mechanization so that one person could do the work of 6.
It could set type 6 times faster than a man could, and you didn't have to throw the type back into a type case when you were finished.
The hand compositors, the typesetters, when they heard, oh, there's a machine going to come and replace you, they started to worry, I'm sure, because they thought, oh, we're going to be out of a job. But no such thing.
Because the linotype was such an effective device and it replaced all these people, within a decade after the linotype, they were up to the same number of people they had with handset type. Because the linotype generated so much need for typesetting for books and magazines and newspapers.
The way that this machine transformed information is probably its most significant achievement.
If you look at literacy in the United States before the linotype and after the linotype, there's a gigantic jump, because now you can set type faster. And because you can set type faster, you can print faster. So you look then at the number of books published in the United States after the linotype. Look at the number of magazines. Look at the number of new newspapers that started.
It was important because it made printing that much more affordable to the masses, not just in America, but around the world.
Without the linotype machine and the speed that it came up with, you would not have the communication system that you have now.
It's really something to think that just a machine that makes letters from a German immigrant from Baltimore could have such a deep effect on people and society.